in Australia, and you'll see just how popular SUVs have become, with the ubiquitous body style essentially taking our new car market by force. But taking over isn't the same as having already taken over, and it's cars just like this one that will be leading the passenger car resistance. See, while Audi says some 57% of its sales are now SUVs, that still leaves 43% of customers looking for something a little different. Something perhaps like this, the new Audi A4. Available as a sedan, a wagon, or as a more off-road focused all-road body style, it basically comes in everything but SUV. The question now though is this plucky passenger car enough to fight off the SUV hordes? There's only one way to find out, of course, but first, before you get to that, please do hit subscribe to stay on top of all of our latest videos, and to read my full review on this, the A4, and the sexy, sleek A5, jump over to the carsguide.com.au website. The Audi A4 is offered with 3 body styles and with 3 engine choices: the 35 TFSI, 45 TFSI Quattro, and the diesel 40 TDI Quattro, the latter of which is only available in the all-road body style. Now, I won't bore you with the pricing breakdown here, instead we'll pop those up on the screen. But the point is, after steering all 3, our pick is the 45 TFSI Quattro, which offers more than enough grunt to move the A4 around, but also without breaking the bank at the petrol station. And it seems we're not alone in that viewpoint. Audi tells us the model we have here is by far the best seller. Now, you'll pay around 70k to climb into one, but there's plenty of kit on offer, including LED headlights, 19-inch alloy wheels, the sportier S-Line exterior styling and illuminated door sills outside, while inside you get Audi's very cool virtual cockpit, push-button start, leather trim, 3-zone climate, standard navigation, DAB+ digital radio, etc. On the safety front, you can expect 8 airbags, AEB with pedestrian detect, an exit warning system, lane change warning and assist, rear cross traffic alert, front and rear parking sensors, and a reversing camera. Now, I know that's rather a long list, but the point is all of it contributes to the A4's 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So what's new? Well, this is technically a midlife update for the Audi. With significant competition from its German rivals, the brand's really pushed the boat out here, which is why most of the body panels are either changed, altered, or are new altogether. Now, it starts up the front where the single frame grille has been made wider. The idea is to make the front end look lower, hunkered down, more athletic. There's a new headlight design and DRL cluster as well. Again, the whole idea here is to give the front of the car a meaner, angrier, sportier look. Now, the side views changed as well with these new creases, or what Audi calls body blisters. And again, you won't be shocked to hear this, the design philosophy was to give the side profile a more athletic look on the road. But there are some pretty big changes in the cabin too, so let's jump in and take a look. Now, the big news in the cabin is this: a new 10.1-inch touchscreen. It's both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto equipped, but more importantly, it does away with the need for any controls here in the center console. Now, in this model, there's a 10-speaker stereo too, and Audi says this model offers 10 times the computing power of the existing model, owing mostly to new connected car features like live traffic, weather reports, the ability to pre-plan your destination, things like that. The end result is a cabin experience that feels every bit as well screwed together as we've come to expect from Audi, only now more streamlined and clutter-free. There's a surprising amount of room in the back too, at least for 2 adults. I'm 175 centimeters and I can sit behind my own driving position in genuine comfort. And at the very back, you'll find 460 litres of luggage space. Speaking of new, the A4 45 TFSI's 2-litre engine, putting out a handy 183 kilowatts and 370 newton meters, is now joined by a mild hybrid system, which Audi reckons lowers fuel use by around 0.3 litres per 100 kilometres. And that's good news for this new model's efficiency, with fuel use acclaimed 7.1 litres per 100 kilometres. That engine pairs with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, and Audi reckons you'll squeeze a 5.8-second sprint to 100 kilometers an hour out of it on your way to a limited top speed of 250 kilometers an hour. Welcome then to the driver's seat of the Audi A4, and to what we reckon is the pick of the bunch, the 45 TFSI Quattro. It's not the engine feels overly potent or anything, it's more that the output just feels like it really matches the vibe of this car. It's easy, it's elegant, it's hassle-free. It's not a performance car, but it is comfortable. Now, we spent a whole bunch of time in every engine variant you can imagine, from the 35 TSI, which really does feel like an entry-level variant, to the 40 TDI, the diesel, which feels like a specific tool for a specific job. But this one, this engine, definitely feels like the best all-rounder. Now, because this is the S-Line variant, it gets Audi's virtual cockpit, which is of course very cool, the digital screens in the driver's binnacle. But I really do like this massive screen here. It makes the drive experience really easy. It's easy to glance at without taking your eyes too far off the road. And it's much easier to push here to do something than be fiddling around down here for buttons. I also really like these form-fitting seats. They've proven plenty comfy over the last couple of days. And in fact, so has the car, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Yes, the ride's got that Germanic feel to it. It does err on the side of firm over super comfy at times, but it does help you feel a little bit connected to the car. And I've got to say, at no point has it felt overly harsh or rugged, even over serious bumps. Now, the other thing to point out is that even the most prehistoric owner cannot complain about the hybrid tech in this car. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, you don't even notice it's there. It behaves like any other turbocharged Audi would or should, and the payoff is a tiny bit of fuel savings, so there's really no harm there. Now, speaking of that turbocharged engine, you do need to be a little bit delicate with the accelerator, otherwise you can feel a bit surgy, but the gearbox is nice and smooth. The steering is super light, which makes it easy in town, but it does lack a bit of engagement, but it does firm up nicely when you put it into sport mode. Otherwise though, it is your typical German mid-size Luxo experience. It does everything you want it to do, and it does it with ease. And what it might lack in a little bit of driver excitement at times, it does make up for in a sense of comfort and a sense of competence. So more than a mini makeover then for Audi's refreshed A4 range, and with good reason. Competition at this end of the market is super stiff. Happily though, the new A4 delivers on its promise with more tech, better style and better fuel savings, all helping lead the charge against the rise of the SUV. Now remember, please do hit subscribe so you stay on top of all of our latest videos, and if you want the full skinny on this car and many more just like it, jump over to the carsguide.com.au website.